Yo, what's going on, peeps? We back again with another video number 2 for the day. I've done the England review video earlier, so go check it out if you ain't done so already. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you share. Get all that out of the way, all that good stuff. You don't really know the vibes by now. And I did say in that video that I was going to do a video about our fixtures for next season. And I did mention briefly the Harry Kane thing, the Man City bid, the 100 million. Not even making a video on that. It's just going to be a waste of time if we're being honest. I'm not doing a video on that because Tottenham's going to reject it. So it doesn't even matter at this point. So I'm not going to waste my time doing a video on it. If it goes through, obviously, then I'll do a video, but I don't see it happening, so there's no video on that. So let's get straight to the vid. We got fixtures. I've got them on my phone. I'm going to go through them and see which games we should win. And if we're going to get back in top 4 next season, of course, we need to get a manager first and foremost. The season's going to start soon and we're unprepared. And we have Man City first game of the season. So, not great, which kicks off on the 14th of August for us. And we're at home, thank God. But doesn't matter, no manager. He needs time to prepare, whoever it is. Hopefully not Ryan Mason. But, you know, we've got players that are in the Euros who are going to take a break, so they're not going to come in fresh. Depends how far they get in the tournament. So, it's not looking good, is it? But we move. Let's get into the fixtures anyway. And obviously, as I said, it starts in August. And we start with Man City at home. Then we go away to Wolves. And then we are home to Watford. Now, realistically, if we can get a point to City, that would be a miracle from what I saw last season. But Wolves and Watford, I'm expecting nothing but a win. Otherwise, we can't win those, then I don't know what to tell you. Because we need to start the season off strong and the middle. And if it gets a bit bumpy, fine, and close it strong. Last season we didn't do that. Started off strong and then it just cracked from December until about April. It wasn't great. But it is what it is. But for me, in August, we need to be getting at least 6 points from those 3 games. There's no reason we shouldn't be beating Watford. They've just come back. Good for them. And Wolves, they've lost Nuno, new manager. So hopefully he's trying to instill his philosophy on them and they won't be ready to put it into practice, and we can go there and nick a win. And not what we done last season. We went there, took the lead and parked the bus for the other 80 odd minutes. So for me, August and those games, we gotta get at least 6 points. Then we move to September. We got Palace away, Chelsea at home, Arsenal away. That's 3 London derbies, and as you know, form's out of the window. Palace usually give us trouble, home or away. So I'm not expecting us to have an easy game, but I'm definitely expecting a win. And the Chelsea-Arsenal game, I'm expecting a win, but do I think we'll get one? Depending on the manager, who I don't know. For me, and if we don't get rid of those dead players, then I'm supposed to beat Palace regardless of them giving us a hard game or not. So from those games there, I'm expecting at least 4 points. At least. The win to Palace and a draw to either Chelsea or Arsenal. And we'll probably lose the other one, if I'm being real. We're away to Arsenal, so it might be them. We don't have a good record at the Emirates. Not the best. So, who knows with this team? I don't know. Obviously, I'd love us to win all those games because who wants to lose? No one. But at the same time, you've got to be realistic. This is the unbiased fan. not the bias fan. So it is what it is. We moved to October. We got Villa at home, Newcastle away, West Ham away, and United at home. Now we should be beating Villa at home. We should be beating Newcastle away. West Ham beat us once, and I think they drew. So it's not guaranteed we're gonna win, but we should be beating them. And United, we should be at least getting a draw. So from those out of those 4 games, out of possible 12, maybe 8. If we can get 9, I'll take it. But we're probably looking around the 8 region. Obviously, if we can get maximum points, even better. But again, this is Tottenham. We don't even have a manager, so we don't know where we're going to be at. And we don't know who's coming in. So again, this all depending on who comes in. Because at the time of me making this video, as you know, we have no manager. We're still managerless, so this is all with a manager, a decent manager in place. And obviously, players out the door and new faces in the door. So, who knows? But obviously, we can't see in the future, so we have to go with the current squad. And with the current squad, this is the results based on that. Because we haven't made no signings. So, it is what it is. Obviously, if we get signings and whatever changes, then maybe we can expect something else. But for right now, this is what it is. And November, we go to Everton, Goodison Park to meet home to Leeds United, and then we go to Turf Moor to face Burnley. Now, I'm not being funny, those 3 games in November, we should be getting maximum points. It's just that simple. We should be beating Leeds, even though they did beat us away, which I don't want to really get into, but yeah, we lost that away, and Burnley, we should be beaten anyway, home or away. So November, I'm expecting maximum points because we're going to December. You know, December's hectic with the New Year's and Christmas and all that. All the fixtures coming rapid, so they gotta be on job. And that's usually when injuries start to occur because the games come thick and fast. But I'm expecting nothing but 9 points in November. And if we go to December, we have Brentford at home, we have Norwich at home, Brighton away, Leicester away, Liverpool at home, Palace at home, and Southampton away. There are definitely some tricky games in there, if we're being real. Oh God, excuse me. See, this is real, no edits. This is real. Oh, wow. But again, this is some tricky games in there. Brentford just promoted. They're probably going to be up for it. And when we played them in the cup in the semi-final, they gave us a game. So I'm expecting nothing different here. Norwich, they've just been promoted. They're probably going to be buzzed, but I expect us to win. And it's just that simple. Brighton away, not been great away recently, last couple of seasons, but I'm expecting us to win. Leicester away, good team. We won there at the end of the season, last season. Expecting something similar. Liverpool at home, I'll be happy for a draw, but with this current squad, I don't see it. Palace at home, again expecting a win, and Southampton away, nothing but a win. So bar the Liverpool game and probably Leicester, we might nick a draw. I'm expecting at least 15 points, at least, from those games. Probably more. Let me see. Let me double check. We've got 7 games. Listen, if we can get 30 points, which is doable, even with this current squad, because the only game I can see us not really winning would be the Liverpool game. But all the other teams we can go on and beat. Just depends which team turn up. So I could say 30 would be nice. But if I want to be realistic, maybe around, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 16, 17, maybe 17, who knows. But we will see. Then we move to January. We've got Watford away, Arsenal at home, Chelsea away. Another month with London derbies. But again, by now I expect the manager to have some type of philosophy in place and have some type of idea where he's trying to go with his club, and some type of football which is not boring. It's a proper type of football we're playing, one that's positive and free flowing. And if that is the case, then I don't see why we can't get 7 points. Beating Watford, home to Arsenal. Our record against Arsenal at home is a lot better than it is away. So I don't see why, and then Chelsea away, we know how that is, but I don't see how 7 points is not realistic target. Obviously 9 would be wonderful, but being realistic, I don't see how 7 is not bad for January. Bear in mind December and the games are just flowing, running into January. So if we can do that, that'll probably put us in a good position in the table. Depending how we do prior to that, we could be there or thereabout in the top 4 or even title race. Maybe not a title race, I'm tripping. But then remember, we're playing conference and Arsenal will not be. So are they going to take it serious or not? For me, I'm not putting the good players in the conference. You're not seeing Harry Kane. You're not seeing certain man. You're just not seeing them. You just put in your Winks, Sokols, your Bergwijn, Parrott if he stays. You put them man in there. With all due respect, we keep our main hitters for the league and other domestic cups, but not that. But we move and we go into February. We got Southampton at home. We got Wolves at home, City away, and Leeds United away. Now for me, again, we got to be getting 9 points out of those games in February. At least settle for 9 points, because City I don't see us beating. But Southampton, Wolves and Leeds, I'm expecting a win. So I'm expecting at least 9 points in February. Anything less is unacceptable. And it's probably going to put some strain on us finishing in the top 4 if we're not already clear of the rest. So for me, 9 points, it's got to be and nothing less. Then we move into March and we've got Everton at home, United away, and we have West Ham at home. Again, out of those 3 games, I'm expecting 6 points. If we can get 7, brilliant. But again, minimum 6 points, because we should be beating Everton and we should be beating West Ham, and they're going to have European football and they're not used to that. So they don't have the squad for me to cope with European football and the league. We saw this with Everton, we saw it with Burnley. They couldn't cope, and I'm expecting the same thing again with West Ham. So for me, we should be at least getting 6 points, minimum 7 if we're on job. Just that simple. Then we move to April and we go to Newcastle at home. We got Villa away, Brighton at home, Brentford away, Leicester at home. And 15 points available. I think we beat beat Newcastle. We should be beating Villa, beating Brighton, beating Brentford. That's 12 points. And Leicester at home, let's say 13 points. Let's be real. Because even though I say we'd probably draw with Leicester, we probably end up beating Leicester, but drawing with Brighton or drawing with Brentford or something, or drawing to Newcastle, which we done last season. So probably gonna be something dumb. So it might well be 13 points. We might end up drawing one of them. 100%, I think we draw one of those games. Who we draw with, I don't know, but I can see us definitely drawing one of those games, very likely. But again, the only team that should be giving us any problems is Leicester. But again, this is Tottenham, and again with the current squad, I'm going off the current squad, not future signings, because we can't go on future signings because we don't know who they are. They might not even turn up. We can't go with people we're linked with because this is Tottenham. And we go into the last few games of the season. We have Liverpool away, Burnley at home, and Norwich away, which isn't really a bad way to close the season. The Liverpool game, a little tricky, but Burnley and Norwich, if it's for the top four, and you've got those 2 games left, you bet on your chances of getting top 4 with those 2 remaining fixtures. Your chances will definitely go up of landing a spot in the top 4, where we need to be back in the Champions League. Because we've been out of this too long. I don't want to be back in the Europa League again. So, or the conference, even worse. So for me, it is there are some tricky games in there. It's a mixed bag. But if we're serious about Champions League or winning anything, then we just gotta work, put our heads down, and get some players in, and definitely get some players out. Because Son is not gonna stay, especially if Harry Kane leaves. So we need to prepare for Kane leaving and Son, and start bringing in players now. Andre Silva's smashing it in the German league. I heard Arsenal's after him, but he will be a decent replacement. He's 25 years old. He's kind of quick, he's strong, he scores all types of goals. If you're going to bring him in, obviously, not a proper replacement for Harry Kane, you ain't going to find one unless you get a Lewandowski, which ain't happening. But if you want to bring in someone that's going to bag some goals for you, at least 15, 20 goals, that's where you need to look. So, we'll see. But right now, we ain't linked with anybody apart from Lamptey from Brighton and Matt Aarons from Norwich. And that's it. Not really any strong advanced talk, so it ain't worth doing a video. It's just linked right now. It's just all rumours. Nothing really solidified, so we're not even gonna waste time doing a video. But that's our fixtures. Let me just quickly run through them again. I'm not gonna say how much points we're gonna get and all that. I'm just gonna quickly run through them. And that's it, and we move. So we kick our season off against City at home, then we go to Wolves away and Watford at home. September, we have Palace away, Chelsea at home, Arsenal away. October, Villa at home, Newcastle away, West Ham away, United at home. November, we have Everton at home, Everton away, Leeds at home, Burnley away. In December, we have Brentford at home, Norwich at home, Brighton away, Leicester away, Liverpool at home, Palace at home, and Southampton away. Moving to January, we've got Watford away, Arsenal at home, Chelsea away. February, Southampton at home, Wolves at home, Man City away, Leeds away. March, Everton at home, United away, West Ham at home. And moving into April, we've got Newcastle at home, Villa away, Brighton at home, Brentford away, Leicester at home, and we close the season with Liverpool away, Burnley home, and Norwich away. there are definitely some months that are very tricky. And with this current squad, it's gonna be a hard one to watch. But this is my club. I love this club, even though they don't love us. But sometimes that's how it is. Sometimes you've been in a relationship and you love the woman, you love your partner, but you trying everything, they just don't love you back. Sometimes it be like that. But at least in that situation, you can leave and move on. In football, unless you're one of those little glory hunters, don't work like that. You've got to stick with your club, regardless how crap it may be, and just hope they come good and do something to make you proud. And they ain't done it yet, but we'll see. Next seasons are coming upon us, and we're going to find out who really wants it and who don't. Even though I think we have pretty much a good idea who wants it and who don't, but next season we're going to find out. And so you can hear the kids in the background. I can't really control the kids in the block having a blast in the warm weather, is what it is. But make sure you don't subscribe if you ain't done so already. Make sure you hit the bell, and make sure you wash your hands. Make sure you sanitize them. Make sure you keep your distance. Whoa. I've just seen the UK report 16,135 new COVID cases. Hoping that's for the week and not just today. Let me double check, because that is mad high in a 24-hour. That is insane. Yeah, you hear that? 16,135 new COVID cases in the latest 24-hour period and 19 deaths. Yeah, it's getting real. So please, wear your mask. I know you may be exempt and think you don't need to wear one, but just because you're exempt doesn't mean you're exempt from catching COVID. So just think about it and do the right thing and move proper, because this is insane. These numbers are mad high. So please, I know you say you don't need to wear it if you're exempt, but again, COVID don't care if you're exempt or not. If it's gonna get you, it's gonna get you. But we move. Big yourselves up for watching the vid. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you share. And until the next vid, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm out of here. Peace.